Alright, today's episode just aired. Well, technically for me, I uploaded this probably a week after the episode 2 just aired, so something, but hey, I'm doing my hardest. I'm not that good at editing, but hey, let's stick with the images. It take a while for me to find the images, because since it's new. But anyways, let's get started with episode 2 review. What is more important, Laura and Manatsu? So the episode begins with Laura. She's bored in her mermaid aqua pod and waiting to find more Percure. Now I really love the inside of her aqua pot. It's so cute and nice and really decorated, and it seems that Laura has more compacts. Honestly, I actually thought that maybe one will appear since he only saw the Mermaid Queen give her one of the compacts. I thought it was kind of gonna be how Ryu and Emeru became Percure together, and they only had one of the Henshi items, and so the main ally, Mother Heart, made a second one for the two transform. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Well, looks like that cat's out of the bag. So we get to the second part. I really liked it how Natsumi is so happy in this episode. So happy to go to school in the city, which reminds me, what it was school like on her home island. She also makes sure Laura knew she had to stay quiet and keep hidden from Natsumi's mom and others if they find out that she was a mermaid. Which Laura agreed as it was important, and yep, the classic anime character not giving a care just made Laura annoyed. As Natsumi's heading to school, I have to say, has anyone noticed that, Azori Middle School looks like a boat? No, it's just me? Alright. Well, we go into Natsumi's classroom and we see Sango is one of her classmates, and we meet her teacher that was in the opening, who we now know is named Saki Sakurawa. I like how the classroom has that tropical feel to it, with the stained glass windows and the yellow and blue, and the classroom in general. And when she gets to first introduce herself, she has no fear like any other Percure on their first day of school. She even saw using the catchphrase "get tropical" just made everyone confused in the class. Her making her embarrassed, but Sango there to cheer her up, and also on there will become friends. So Natsumi gets to know Sango a bit. She explains to Sango how she was nervous the first time she saw her in the store and did not went to go say hello to her. I was surprised that Sango owns a big makeup shop, but Sango told her that it was her mother's shop and she allowed it to take Natsumi to the shop to check it out and see all the products that were on sale. Natsumi was amazed at all the products, even saying her catchphrase. She meets Sango's mom, who is Mayuki Suizumi, and there were a lot of people saying that Hollic is gonna be the Percure operation base, but I guess we'll see what happens. It could be that area where Laura met Natsumi for the first time. That's a good area for the Percure operation base or something like that, or the aquarium place where I will talk about later. But you get the jiffy. So here comes the funny part. So Natsumi gets home and she notices that Laura's not in her aquapod, and then you just see this little watery trail, and then she just follows it and sees Laura's in the bathtub with a pouty face. Apparently Laura was being annoyed and bored because it was taking too long for Natsumi to come back from school. And this started a small argument between the two before Natsumi told Laura to get back into the pod before her mom saw her. Now, an interesting fun fact, I actually went on the wiki fandom and told about the relaxed Laura. How it would be funny just to see Laura in the bathtub with a relaxed face, it's so warm or something like that. Though it didn't came out as I expected, it still came out okay, I think. It was funny to see her seeing the proud face in the bathtub. So let's get back with the story, and so basically what I think. So they go to this empty pool that Natsumi told that doesn't get used a lot at the aquarium, and Laura swims around instead of being trapped inside her pot all day. It's where like Natsumi and Laura start talking about their dreams a little. Laura wanted to become the queen of Grand Ocean, and Natsumi wanted to join lots and lots of clubs and meeting new friends. Natsumi wanted to know more about like Grand Ocean, but I didn't really told us about like that. There was not really like a lot of information about Grand Ocean, but Laura explained how like it was like a peaceful and lovely place and all filled with fun, with like where the mermaids and sea fairies lived and all that stuff. And that she promised like one day that she will take Natsumi there. But first they had to find all the pretty cures and stop the Witch of Delays. It's the Witch of Procrastination, but the subtitles call her the Witch of Delays. He asks Laura like how she became the pretty cure, but Laura didn't really answer that question, and she just like rubbed it off as a bond between mermaids and humans. So we get to see like more of the witch's castle, and apparently Chongi is a chef. Apparently, that's all I'm gonna say about that part. Let's go to the next scene. So the next story, Laura wanted to go to Natsumi's school, but only to find more pretty care, which Natsumi obliged on taking Laura to make the next scene inside the Aqua pot, and Laura looked it around to find and see if there were any other girls that looked into what she wanted to be a pretty cure, but this was not going so well, and she asked Natsumi for answers, but all she was doing was just ignoring her, which not made Laura happy. And later on, like the Sango told that Natsumi that the assembly for class was about to start, so she took Natsumi there. And like Natsumi accidentally drops Laura. He thought that was gonna come. Anyone? Gets into a great chase, but like Natsumi like notices that Laura was missing and goes around the school looking for her, and it was only time for like a student to like spot out Laura in the there was like a lot of like rivers around the whole entire area for Aizawa and the school, so they spotted her out there. As no one has even seen like that in the other areas where like Laura has been swimming around. She must be really stealthy at that anyway. But anyway, like Natsumi was able to get Laura back before anyone noticed. Okay, we finally get into the good part here. The really good part. A friend argument. So Natsumi and Laura start arguing, and Natsumi tells how selfish Laura is, being only focusing on pretty care while Natsumi wants to focus on her life. The argument like subsided with the two separating as Laura ran off to find more pretty care than Natsumi. I think this might be part of like the particular episode 2s I've been hearing about, but anyways, Laura bumps into Concrete in the shopping district as he was stealing motivation from the shoppers. Not a good way to start your like your second hunt for pretty cures. Now with Natsumi and Laura's fight, Laura tries to find a random girl to fight the monster, but each time they just ignored her in fear of the yandere and just run away, which in today's episode was made from an umbrella table that Concrete like soon cornered Laura. And at school, Natsumi thought about the things she had said to Laura, and she knew that like thinking about like how they first met and all that stuff, she didn't want this to like friendship with Laura to end on that sad note like that. So and then she notices by the glow of her ring that there was danger, and she had to go stop the yandere and save Laura again. Natsumi had decided when she got to Laura that she will live her life to the full max, and even as a precure, as she devoted to herself to still be friends with Laura, and she wouldn't let Laura down. She defeated the yandere, and Laura used the Mermaid Aqua pot to get everyone's motivation back. And at the end of the episode, Laura thanked Natsumi for saving her, and that she was counting on her to do her best. Left the two smiling together, which is really heartwarming and fun. So, what are my more thoughts of what I thought about episode 2? It really was like any episode 2, like, it pretty much was like, how do I put this? The episode 2 of Healing Good, Pretty Cure, when, like, Nanaka got into a fight with Rapalin. But this is what I think, as of now, Tropical Rouge is different and improving in its characters, just like the Healing Good did, without, the virus. Sorry, Billions, but that our virus beat you to the punch. But still, I liked how the characters in Pretty Cure are starting to improve more into the story. Anyways, we will see in episode 3 that the second little cur has been born and she's the cutie patootie that discovers Laura. Yes, I call the song girl cutie patootie. Fight me! Anyways, Silly Chance signing out. Goodbye!